Hi guys, क्या हाल चाल है? Good to be with you all again. Waiting on Abhijit to see कि लौंडा कब आता है, कहाँ है इस समय पर. While we figure that out, हम दोनों तो हैं ही. Very interesting last couple of days, Kushal. I must say, I've one thing I realized जब मैं कल सुबह उठा, I had a very interesting day. कल सुबह मैं उठा एंड देन मैंने देखा ट्विटर पे जाके कि पीटर नवारो ने बोला है कि द ब्राह्मिन्स आर गेटिंग रिच फ्रॉम रशियन ऑयल. इमीडिएटली आई चेक माय बैंक अकाउंट. आई गॉट वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड. आई कॉल्ड ऑल माय फैमिली. आई सेड पापा कुछ आया है क्या? पापा सेड मैं देखो चेक करता हूँ. नथिंग. आई कॉल्ड ऑल माय फैमिली. आई कॉल्ड माय कजन्स एंड एवरीबॉडी. कुछ नहीं आया. तो कहते हैं ना पीटर नवारो ने गरम करके छोड़ दिया बस. So I was very disappointed. I had a very excited morning and a very disappointed afternoon, unfortunately. पता नहीं पीटर नवारो ने ऐसा क्यों बोला. But yeah, I was extremely disappointed. I don't know if you saw that opinion.
Peter Navarro का कौन सा opinion? He comes up with new lines every day.
Daily. उसका daily
the Brahmin bit, or the one he said today without the Brahmin bit, that we are sleeping with dictators, while his own president was taking him around all over the place a few days ago. Or the one before that, where he wrote that entire 9-tweet thread where he put Modi's photo as a yogi. I mean, क्या है यार, मतलब क्या बोलने का, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. It's very hard to understand what really are these guys trying to do. मेरे समझ में नहीं आता. मैं honestly बोलूं, I have been trying to reach out to many people in Washington DC, trying to talk to them behind the scenes. Everybody who is like in and around the Republican circles are kind of half embarrassed.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They're like, yaar bhai kya, and the sycophants are running the show. And if this is where we are, the sycophants are running the show. No, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So let's take these arguments one by one, right? This entire H1B visa anger. मैं बोलता हूँ cancel कर दो. कर दो. Your entire tech industry that is subsidizing its costs, right, through H1B workers will just lock, stock and barrel move to India.
Yeah. Or elsewhere, at the very least.
To India. Because tech talent at that scale globally is only available in India. I know these things are very hard to digest.
And at that price.
Yeah.
And at that price also.
क्या होता है कि Indian discussions are hovering between two syndromes. One is the imposter syndrome, which a lot of Indians suffer from. And one is the Vishwaguru syndrome, which also a lot of Indians suffer from. The Vishwaguru thinks they have figured everything out. The imposter think they can never figure anything out.
Yeah. किसी काम नहीं है.
Yeah. There are some places we actually have a very good grip. I'll give you a very interesting anecdote. India today, as a country, supplies the nurses to the whole world. If they send Indians back, I say this with a lot of responsibility, a major chunk of the entire Western healthcare system will just collapse. Forget the Western, the global healthcare system will collapse if Indian women and men do not travel globally outside India as nurses. This is just one example. There are multiple such sectors where Indian engineers are basically working their butt off. भाई ये लोग बोलते हैं this is wage cutting. This is not wage cutting. Welcome to capitalism, morons.
Yeah.
Welcome to capitalism. Capitalism only rewards the best and the most hardworking. That's what capitalism does.
And isn't capitalism based off of incentives? ये लोग बोलते हैं कि incentive अगर आप हटा दोगे तो capitalism collapse कर जाएगा. So these lower wages पे जो ये काम करने को तैयार है, at least slightly lower wages पे जो ये काम करने को तैयार है, ये भी तो एक इंसेंटिव हुआ ना इन कंपनीज के लिए. Is this not an incentive? So are you saying we should remove that incentive? So basically you're saying कि नहीं कैपिटलिज्म यहाँ पे नहीं चला सकते, बाकी जगह चला सकते हैं. तो ये इस तरह का कैपिटलिज्म नहीं चलेगा, दूसरे तरह का कैपिटलिज्म हमको चलाना पड़ेगा. एक तो वो कितने जॉब्स हैं. हाँ,
आ गया
स्वीटेश कुमार सिंह. स्वीटेश कुमार
कैमरा ऐसा टेढ़ा क्यों है बे?
अभी तो सीधा हो गया.
हाँ, अभी सीधा हो. ऐसे ऐसे लाइन, हाउ डज ही मैनेज टू डू दैट टेढ़ा लाइन ऑलवेज? बिकॉज़ आई नो वेरी
इसके बेड फ्रेम का लाइन ना.
हाँ, I know he's sitting on his bed, साला आलसी कमीना.
टेढ़ा बेड है.
I know where he is. I like because I've stayed in his house, so I know exactly where he is.
ये स्वीटेश कुमार सिंह, is this a Brahmin name, Abhijit?
No, let me come rejoin with a Brahmin name.
हाँ, please.
अबे edit name कर सकता है तो. अबे edit name कर सकता था. अरे क्या करता है ये? इसको बेसिक चीजें नहीं आती है साले को.
अधेड़ अवस्था में इनको अब कहाँ टेक्नोलॉजी समझ में आएगी.
हाँ, ये सीनियर सिटीजन हो गया है.
सीनियर सिटीजन है ना ये. सीनियर से कैसे समझ में आएगी इनको.
अरे
स्वीटेश कुमार सिंह. स्वीटेश कुमार पांडे भी रखते तो कम से कम समझ में आता, कम से कम पुतिन से थोड़ा पैसा तो मिलता है.
वैसा वाइल ही कम्स. तूने वो देखा, वो मोदी को गाली दे दी. ये लोग मतलब मोदी को जिताना चाहते हैं क्या? ये लोग कौन है?
Honestly.
ये क्या है?
And Modi put out a very nice statement also. Like very maturely he handled it. I would say जो statement उन्होंने डाला था, he handled it very maturely and he just gave it back to the people.
Brahmin
Perfect. तो ये कितना 1 करोड़ 2 करोड़ 3 करोड़ 4 करोड़ 5 करोड़ फिक्स.
Yes.
हाँ.
And you know one other thing. अरे सिलेंडर.
आया.
जरा वो हमारे 2 बोतल तेल ले आना, वो सरसों का तेल और वो रेगुलर तेल.
हाँ. आजकल हवा में तो रशियन ऑयल.
रशियन है वो, रशियन तेल.
हाँ, रशियन तेल है. तो हम लोग तो माला माल हो रखे पिछले 1-2 हफ्ते से अकॉर्डिंग टू द यूएस गवर्नमेंट. बढ़िया है. लाइफ इज गुड.
तेल का 2 बोतल है ना. जल्दी से. एंड
बोलना पड़ेगा तेल लगा लो पुतिन का, नाम मिटा दो पावर का.
और सिलेंडर विल डू स्पेशल रशियन ऑयल डांस.
अबे मीम रिव्यू के पहले करता है ना, तू पहले ही करवा देगा तो ऑडियंस को गरम करके छोड़ देगा. अच्छा,
ये 2 बोतल पकड़ के अपना तेल डांस कर.
अबे क्या करा रहा बेचारे से.
अरे
सिलेंडर म्यूजिक भी तो रखना पड़ेगा ना. सिलेंडर है, बिना म्यूजिक के कैसे काम चलेगा बे.
रशियन ऑयल डांस.
शाबाश.
देखिए हमारे घर में हम बस रशियन ऑयल यूज करते हैं.
वेरी गुड
है ना. और हाँ, और जो बाकी के जो तेल है वो भी या तो चाइना से आते हैं या तो रशिया से आते हैं. हमारा सेसमी ऑयल तो चाइना से आता है.
मेक श्योर कि रशिया से ही है, बिकॉज़ सबसे ज्यादा पैसा तो ब्राह्मण्स को वहीं से मिलता है ना.
No, so the Chinese process Russian oil. No, वो.
अच्छा, they process it. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. It's were you as disappointed as I was? Because कल सुबह मैं भी उठा था. मैं अभी कुशल को वही बता रहा था कि कल सुबह उठा मैं, I saw Navarro's statement. I immediately checked my bank account and I was extremely disappointed that 10 crores had not been deposited to my bank account. I don't know what your experience was.
Same here.
Yeah. I was very disappointed in Peter Navarro.
Being a Brahmin, I feel that where is my share? This OBC Bania, Mod Bania, and one Jain family have got all the things. Brahminon ka tel ka paisa kahan gaya bhai?
Right. You know what my favorite part after that statement was? My absolute favorite part after that statement was that the entire India was like, ye kya bakwas kar raha hai, Meanwhile, there was a TMC MP who was like, nee. Do you guys know there used to be these people called the Boston Brahmins? And that is what Peter Navarro is referring to. Peter Navarro is talking about the Boston Brahmins. You guys are all misunderstanding what Mr. Navarro is trying to say. That was my favorite part.
And these are who oppose Trump who are supporting Trump. Chutiye.
Yeah, it's just incredible. I wonder if I can find that tweet. तूने भी तूने ही तो निकाला है, तेरा ही तो tweet है ये.
There was one more about the heads will roll. This lady Mahua, highly respected, revered, honorable Srimati Mahua Moitra ji. अब उसमें क्या है कि she was saying
highly revered.
हाँ, highly revered, bro. She's a New York Times columnist. Don't you know that?
So is Kunal Kamra, by the way.
Do you know she actually defeated Modi?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's what she wrote. Modi can be defeated. I did it, and I know how to. That was the time.
I did it.
No, serious. Wait, let me find that piece.
New York Times वाले चूतिया की क्या है यार ये, honestly. I did it. I'll show you how to do it. कमाल है यार. ये वो क्रिप्टो इन्फ्लुएंसर टाइप के लोग हैं जिनको खुद क्रिप्टो से कुछ कमाई नहीं होती लेकिन सिखाते रहते हैं सबको कि क्रिप्टो से कैसे कमाया जाए पैसा.
ये देखो, आई एम शेयरिंग इट.
ये शेयर करना है ना जो तूने अभी ये डीएम में डाला है?
हाँ, मैंने डीएम में डाला है, वो भी शेयर करना है.
वही वाला है ना? नहीं, just wanted to confirm.
ये देखो,
वो बॉस्टन ब्राह्मण वाला है. This is the one that I know what it takes to defeat Mahindra Modi. अरे यार.
I am a member of the Indian Parliament, and on Sunday, the political party I belong to, All India Trinamool Congress, defeated the party of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the election. Our party and my leader, Mamata Banerjee, the only female chief minister of a state in India, showed what it takes to defeat Mr. Modi's divisive, misogynist politics.
Oh, misogynist! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Misogynist भी है.
Yeah. But we went fighting to form a state government. We were fighting to stop Mr. Modi's centralizing authoritarian juggernaut, which seeks to destroy India's federalism and its secular character and transform our country into an autocratic Hindu state.
Yeah, for the last 15 years, they've been using the same exact line. कुछ साला change भी नहीं हुआ इनका. Autocratic, divisive, secularism खतरे में है.
But see, she's a Brahmin, so you should listen to her.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder how her bank account is doing.
I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder. Must be doing pretty good.
I don't think she wants to talk about it, given the CBI has filed a charge sheet on it.
That's why I said it.
And apparently they found the houses in Dubai and the house in London and everything.
Oh no.
So, very sad.
अफसोस. ये divisive politics से लड़ने के लिए
condemn this. I condemn this. अच्छा, ये क्या है? बॉस्टन ब्राह्मण्स. यार ये मतलब ये वाली आंटी को क्या प्रॉब्लम है? इसको बोल ना पॉडकास्टर्स पे चिल्लाए अपने घर पे जो उसको करना चाहिए. ये सब हरकतें ना किया करे. उसका वही स्टैंडर्ड है. How can you sit when I am in your garden? वो करे ना वो.
Illiteracy. My favorite thing is the illiteracy on X is astonishing. Because that's exactly what Peter Navarro meant was bloody Boston Brahmins. If he meant
what about his illiteracy of not knowing where to use it?
Exactly.
See, a black person can use the N-word for another black person.
Yeah.
This is like going and using the N-word, a white person going and using the N-word to a black person.
Yeah. He knows exactly what he was doing. Yeah, that's not a stupid guy. He knows exactly what he was doing. He knows कि इस तरह का caste बकवास करना इंडिया में, it's a hot topic. Let's drop one of these in there.
He most probably is a stupid guy. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Because if you went stupid, you wouldn't be okay with tariffs, because tariffs just bring home inflation. Right? So clearly that Harvard economics degree did nothing for him.
Right. Yeah. And then उसके बाद एक और भी तो था, उसके नीचे वाला भी तो था जिसको अभिजीत ने I think he had
नहीं मैंने तो ये दो ही देखे.
ये नीचे वाला ये हमारे भाई साहब,
ये हमारा, अरे ये तो उजड़ा चमन,
ये उजड़ा चमन, classic case of ignorance. Peter Navarro is from Cambridge, Massachusetts, bro. In New England, the term Brahmin is used for someone that's extremely rich. BJP ecosystem spokespersons should start reading some real books. Wow. Really educate कर दिया सब लोगों को इसने.
पर इसको बेस्ट टेक डाउन किया था शिव अरूर ने. भेजता हूं तेरे को उसका ट्वीट, एक सेकंड है. ये कौन सा वाला है ये, एक सेकंड.
ये उजड़ा चमन किताब पढ़ने की बात करता
ये
है.
किताब पढ़ने की बातें कर रहे हैं भाई साहब. You should read some real books.
Yes.
भेज मेरे को ट्विटर का वो डीएम.
Fantastic. क्या लोग हैं.
अबे यार इसका पता नहीं क्या हुआ है. Let me just check here. एक second.
While he's looking for it, you know, one of the most interesting things that I don't know how many people noticed was, did you see the tweet that Lula, the president of Brazil, posted with Modi? Did you see that, Kushal?
हाँ.
So Lula, for people that might not know, is like a very in global leftist circles, he's very popular because he's like a lefty, communist leader who has been the president of Brazil, I think 3 times now or something. At least twice he's been the president of Brazil. And so he came to Modi and he was saying कि आपने global south के लिए कितना किया है, क्या किया है, and what a great representative you are for us, and how grateful Brazil is for India's representation of the global south. And it's funny to me कि ब्राजील के कम्युनिस्ट को मोदी से इतना प्यार है, लेकिन साले इंडिया के कम्युनिस्ट को नहीं पसंद है. I find that very interesting.
Now I've sent you 2 tweets because as usual Shiv Aroor has been very brutal with the spirit of the Congress as well. check your Twitter DM.
वो भी देखा मैंने. I saw that earlier.
पहले ये वाला शेयर करते हैं जो शिव का ये वाला ट्वीट है. उसके बाद वो कांग्रेस का.
Classic ignorance.
ये है ना शिव का ट्वीट.
And he quote tweeted Shiv. Then see what Shiv screenshotted him and did, because apparently he's blocked Shiv.
Read the tweet.
Imagine the level of chomu you need to be an Indian MP and issue clarification.
No. Display कर पहले.
या तो हुआ है.
नहीं हो रहा है.
No, you put Saket's tweet.
अच्छा, he wants it this way. So read it again.
Imagine the level of chomu you need to be an Indian MP and issue clarifications for Peter Navarro.
बताइए. वैसे इनको ट्रम्प बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद है. They hate Trump. But because the Trump administration is attacking Modi, तो भैया तो अंडे चाट लेंगे हम.
Okay, ये next 2 ट्वीट क्या है अभी शिव ने क्या किया है? Reddy Garu, you have been trying for 5 years to make me delete my old tweets, but I won't. But do confirm if the below tweet is yours. Why you delete it?
क्या ट्वीट कर रहा है आदमी यार? थोड़ा सा खरोचोगे तो पीछे ठरकी निकल के आता है हमेशा साला इंडिया में.
अरे बाप रे यार, शिव ऐसे क्यों करता है?
कहां से डिलीटेड ट्वीट भी ढूंढ के निकाला इस आदमी ने यार. हाई लेवल जर्नलिस्ट से पंगा नहीं लेना चाहिए.
हाईली कॉन्डम.
बहुत हाईली कॉन्डम. But Abhijit, I wanted to ask you, I'm sending you guys a couple of other tweets as well. अबे यार ये क्या हो गया? Wait. I'm sending you guys a couple of other tweets as well, Kushal. एक मिनट. कहाँ है यार? DM किधर है अपना? तो this I found particularly interesting. Both of these tweets जो आए हैं. The first is from Trump, that Truth Social post he made right after the SCO summit. And it was very interesting because it seems like what Modi wanted out of the message he wanted to give at the SCO summit, he's sort of receiving it from the US, because that Trump tweet really sounded like an off-ramp that
You
he
have not
wants to
sent the
provide.
Trump tweet.
वो जेडी वैंस का ट्वीट है, लेकिन उसमें ट्रम्प का जो ट्रूथ सोशल वाला पोस्ट है वो डाला हुआ है.
Let me find.
Yeah. So that truth social post, it sounds a lot like Trump is providing himself and Modi with an off-ramp. So just read that out, Kushal. The tweet, the post.
What few people understand is that we do very little business with India, but they do a tremendous amount of business with us. In other words, they sell us massive amounts of goods, their biggest client, but we sell them very little. Until now, a totally one-sided relationship, and it has been for many decades. The reason is that India has charged us until now such high tariffs, the most of any country, that our businesses are unable to sell into India. It has been a totally one-sided disaster. Also, India buys most of its oil and military products from Russia, very little from the
Really
US.
true.
They have now offered to cut their tariffs to nothing, but it's getting late. They should have done so years ago. Just some simple facts for people to ponder. I think a bit of it is true, and most of it is false. First, point number one. Yes, initially, India was having very high tariffs, and which is why I was very clearly in support of Donald Trump wanting India to cut tariffs. It doesn't mean that India just opens its market and just lets anyone walk into it. That was never going to happen. But here's where all of the lies need to be exposed. Most of the tariffs that were cut were way before this 50% tariff announcement was made. Most of the tariffs that were cut. Correct. It was already communicated very, very well with the American side that this is all we can offer. Nothing else can be done. And the negotiations have been going on for a long time. So for him to make this statement right now is wrong. As far as America gets to sell very little, भाई अमेरिका बनाता क्या है जो हम खरीदें?
Right.
ठीक है, अमेरिका बनाता आर्म्स एंड एमिनेशन है, वो हम खरीदे कैसे? बिकॉज वो टेक ट्रांसफर नहीं करने को तैयार है. सो देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ देयर विद टेक ट्रांसफर एंड मेनी अदर थिंग्स. As far as American oil is concerned, it's expensive. If America is willing to slash the rates, do you think India is stupid? India will dump Russia in 2 seconds and buy all its oil from America.
Yeah.
So why would
before this war started, only 1% of our oil was Russian oil.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Russian oil was expensive. In fact, we were discussing with Japan an oil swap agreement where we would buy oil from their concessions in Bahrain and Qatar. And they would get the oil from our concessions in Russia because it's easy. Vladivostok to Japan is like a few hundred kilometers.
Yeah.
Bahrain and Qatar to Jamnagar is say 1,500 to 2,000 kilometers.
Right.
Much shorter than oil coming all the way from Sakhalin to. Let me show you this on the map. This might be easier. Ek second, maps.google.com. So, okay, share karu. Share screen, Google Maps, share, ठीक है. Now इसको कैसे बंद करें? ठीक है, हाँ. So now if you're seeing this, right now our oil has to come all the way from Sakhalin and Vladivostok here. So this is Sakhalin Island and Vladivostok here. It has to come all the way through here, go through the Malacca Straits, then go all the way around to Jamnagar here. Okay, here. Whereas you look from Bahrain and Qatar, this is Qatar, Bahrain here. ये देखो कितना short है. So we said, हम Japanese जो oil concessions हैं, इससे हम लेंगे. हमारा जो इधर है, इधर और इधर, ये तुम ले लो.
Right.
Because it was cheaper. Now, getting oil from America, देख लो कहाँ से आना है.
Right.
All the way from here.
Even further.
If they pump it, but most probably it will have to come from this side, you see, because Texas is where most of the oil is mined, Texas and these states. It's on this side of the Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
So you have to come from ports here, go either through the Gibraltar Straits, then the Suez Canal, then brave the Houthis, so the cost of braving the Houthis, and then come here.
Right.
Or it would go from here, past the Cape of Good Hope here, and then come here. These days, most of the oil tankers, because of the Houthi attacks, are going past the Cape of Good Hope.
Right.
Where does it make sense? And since this thing, the prices of Russian oil have come down very significantly.
Yeah.
We also, we moderate our oil purchases. When Russian oil rises in price, we diversify. That is the whole point.
Yeah.
So there is this thing about Russian oil. Now, America produces what? They are a high-end, all rich countries do high-end manufacturing. They don't do low-end this thing. What are you going to buy from America that is tech? Tech में तो हम खरीदते हैं ना, Apple तो हम खरीदते हैं, even though Apple is made in China. तो भाई अमेरिका में प्रोड्यूस क्या करते हो जो हम खरीदेंगे? There has to be a market match, ना?
Yeah.
Okay, now why is it run such a big trade deficit with China? Is it because we love China? No, it's because the market allows us to buy things from China, na?
Right.
Even with the import duties and everything, a Huawei phone is cheaper than an Apple phone.
Yeah.
So cylinder का भी phone लिया था, वो 13,500 का था. On paper, it is the same specs as an Apple phone.
Yep. An Apple phone is like 6 times more expensive.
Correct. Yeah. Now, do you think American cars are going to sell in India? They brought in the Ford Mustang. Harley Davidson ka kya hua? Of course, Harley Davidson has now lost market in America itself.
Yeah.
Because they decide to go woke on their marketing and shit like that, right?
Harley Davidson did?
Oh, yeah.
Achha.
They got this new female CEO who decided to go all woke.
Oh my God. How many woke people are buying Harley Davidsons, man? I don't know.
And that's why the Harley Davidson sales have apparently plummeted even in America.
It's like, I don't know what Bud Light and Harley Davidson were thinking. Yeah, your market is so clear. Like, how many woke people are going to the bars in New York and drinking Bud Lights?
So the market is very clear. Now, had he just see, my issue is he linked it to Russian oil. Had he said, I am imposing tariffs because, there is a way of selling things even to India. He could have made it politically very uncomfortable for Modi. Had he said, why are the Indian people subsidizing incompetent automotive manufacturers with high taxes, with high this? We can sell you cars for like one third the price, same whatever.
Right.
That would have been a very powerful argument. But no, he wanted to promote his agricultural lobby, which is again in America heavily subsidized.
Yeah.
So bhai, tu subsidize karega. Notice he's not talking about the subsidies. He's talking about tariffs. We have tariffs on American things to counteract the subsidies on American agricultural products. But like I said, American chicken ko aane do, kuch farak nahi padne wala hai. Nobody's going to buy American chicken. Have you ever tried American chicken?
Garbage.
Of course I have. I live in America.
There. It doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
Desi chicken, even the desi broiler chicken tastes better than chicken in America.
Yeah.
And one chicken leg there is bigger than an average chicken that you get at the market out here.
Yeah. Pump them full of fucking steroids or something, man. I don't know what happens to those chickens.
Something or the other, right?
Yeah.
Like the size of an American chicken is the size of an Indian chicken after it's about 3-4 years old. It's almost the size of an Indian turkey.
Yeah.
तो क्या बेचोगे तुम? ठीक है. So best of luck to him. I'm sure.
I still feel like that tweet. I don't know. I still feel like that tweet kind of reads like an off ramp. Like, okay, hua, khatam karo.
It's something of an off ramp. I think. Now there are two explanations to Sergio Gore being appointed. One is he's coming to de-escalate somewhat because he's got a direct line to the president. He will go do all the talking. And whatever, Trump will claim credit, whatever, and it'll de-escalate. The second is he could also be coming to stir the pot and make more trouble, push the Pakistan-India agenda and things. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm going to prepare for the worst, but pray for the best.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the जो दूसरा tweet मैंने भेजा आपको कुशल, if you look at that came from the US Embassy in India, and it came basically right after that statement from Navarro came about the Brahmins. And see, just read the tweet, जो ऊपर वाला part है.
The partnership between the United States and India continues to reach new heights, a defining relationship of the 21st century. This month, we are spotlighting the people, progress, and possibilities driving us forward. From innovation and entrepreneurship to defense and bilateral ties, it's the enduring friendship between our two peoples that fuels this journey. Follow the hashtag to be part of hashtag US India FWD for our people.
ये मेरे को लगता है ना रूबियो ने चुपके से डाल दिया है विदाउट ट्रम्प रियली नोइंग. उसने बोला एक काम कर एम्बेसी से ट्वीट करवा दे कि हमारी दोस्ती बहुत अच्छी है. And it seems like a little bit of damage control from within the administration. Now, you were saying, Abhijit, earlier, and I want to circle back to that really quickly, that बाएं हाथ को पता नहीं दाएं हाथ क्या कर रहा है. And I wonder if this is the case of that, कि Navarro कुछ बोल रहा है, and then on the other side, you have somebody like Rubio that says कि यार ये बकवास कर रहा है, थोड़ा damage control करो जाके.
Yeah, look, I think that's exactly what Rubio was trying, right? Because notice he doesn't reference the trade, this thing at all.
Yeah.
So clearly he's both trying to stay within his own silo and trying to, do the damage control.
Right.
And notice he didn't tweet it, he got the embassy to tweet it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That way he can be safe.
That way he can be safe. And the main thing then is we know that it's coming from Trump direct.
Yeah.
But see, you have no other option than to do what you're doing with Trump right now, because when you give in to a bully, it won't be the end. There will be more coming after that.
Right.
Once he feels he can walk over you, he will not stop there.
Right.
And that is the main thing we need to deal with.
I mean, look at what he did to the EU. Like, if you're from Europe, if you're from any of those European countries, like, what a shameful thing to see. Like, all your leaders of your erstwhile great countries, all these great empires, बच्चे की तरह बैठे हुए headmaster के सामने, looking all coy and scared. What a shameful image that is. That is what he wanted Modi to do.
Yeah. Basically, that's exactly what he wanted Modi to do.
Yeah.
But hua nahi na, to achhi baat
I'm
hai.
glad he didn't. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't. And fucking kudos to Modi, man. He knew there's potentially going to be a lot of short-term pain, and he stuck to his guns, and and he even swallowed his pride, went to the SCO. Fucking kudos to that man. Yeah.
See, that is called adroit diplomacy. It
Yeah.
may have just been a photo op, but look, the very fact that the photo op produced results,
Yeah.
it clearly got to Trump, right?
Right.
Otherwise, he won't have put out that tweet.
Right.
So good.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. My dog's in the frame, so I was saying hello to him. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Queenie.
Good boy.
थोड़ा उसका zoom in करो, उसका शक्ल.
Zoom in कैसे करें? अभी तो मेरे को फिर कैमरा हटाना पड़ेगा.
चले
भाग
गए.
गया वो. He's gone.
हाँ.
Shabash. And it was an interesting photo op. Obviously, as far as China is concerned, I think we've already spoken a bunch about it. None of us expect anything serious to come out of this with respect to China. There's going to be no, golden partnership that is going to rule the world or anything like that. I don't think that's happening. I think India is much better suited to eventually patch things up with the US than try to rely on China in any way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, let's be clear
yeah.
about it. China is never going to be our friend.
Yeah.
So, it could have been the same situation had the Kuomintang won the civil war and Chiang Kai-shek become the first president or prime minister of China. It would have been no different.
And you think this is because China sees India as an actual rival?
Yeah. Look, it is natural. You must always support a person who does not have a border with you over somebody who has a border with you. Okay. The only reason I trust Russia is because they don't have a border with us. And we should see to it they never. One of the brilliant things the British did was create the Vakhan corridor. You know what the Vakhan corridor is? Let me show
What
you
is that?
Vakhan corridor.
Okay.
ये है एक second फिर से maps.google.com and share screen करते हैं ये oh yes layers ठीक है now let me zoom out and find okay so share screen share okay now you see this is Jammu and Kashmir. Now see this part here of Afghanistan, Wakhan National Park.
Okay.
Very, very smart because at that time Tajikistan was part of Russia.
Right.
And they decide to keep this as a buffer.
Oh, wow.
At some places, it's just a few kilometers wide. So if you check here, for example, if we do measure, say from here to here, measure distance from there to 15.64 kilometers.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let me drag this and yeah, it's all 15 kilometers max. Yeah. 15.52. So basically 15 kilometers wide.
Right.
And when Russia became the USSR, it was still the British Empire. Russia became USSR in what, 1919 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a civil war and everything, but continued till 21. When it became the USSR, we were still the British Empire.
Yeah.
And there was still this
corridor
15 buffer. Yeah. So it was a very, very smart thing to do.
Right.
And classically British thing to do, which was, you need that.
Yeah.
Now with China, we have a very big border.
Yeah.
This is the this was the stupidity of Nehru. This is what people go mad about. That Tibet was created by the British as a buffer.
Right.
It was a zone of influence. It wasn't under direct control because it was meant to be a buffer between India and China to prevent conflict.
Right.
When they marched in, Nehru kya bolte hain? Ha, Hindi
Le lo.
Chini. Okay.
Right.
What do you do? So it is, I will never trust China. I don't give a damn what happens. I will never trust China. And Modi is nobody's idiot, boss.
Yeah.
He knows very well he does not trust China. He's also doing tactical posturing.
Even the statements that came were very boilerplate.
Yeah. But, the funny thing, of course, is that Trump still hasn't trash-talked Modi the way he's trash-talked European leaders. He keeps saying Modi's a great guy, dear friend, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Modi is really rubbing it in with Putin, sitting in the car.
45-minute conversation, apparently.
Now, that in itself should tell you that Modi does not trust China because the venue isn't that far away from where they were staying.
Yeah.
They were in the car so that the Chinese would not intercept what they were saying. So Putin has his own homemade car.
Yeah.
Called the Aureus. It looks kind of like a Rolls-Royce knockoff. They were sitting in the car and talking so that the Chinese won't intercept their conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, and a 50-minute conversation. I wonder what was discussed. Very curious. Chalo, fir mimi kare kya? This is the best part because I saved some of the best memes from the SCO summit. So this is very entertaining.
Okay. Chalo, मैं share करता हूँ.
हाँ.
I'm just enjoying the outrage on Twitter about my tweet about and Abhijit's tweet about Umar Khalid. People have lost their collective shit. It's so entertaining. You know what the best part is? Nobody understands that case at all.
Yeah.
I've actually read the entire case document.
Nobody wants to. I think the reality is nobody really wants to understand the case.
No.
Really cares.
तेरे को मैं comedy बात बताता हूँ. Delhi police has botched up the entire Umar Khalid investigation.
अच्छा.
They have watched up. Okay. Forget that. I am no lover of Umar Khalid. I think he's an asshole.
I think he's guilty as hell, by the way, huh?
Yeah, but Delhi, nobody wants to ask uncomfortable questions.
Delhi police, yeah.
But the biggest question is Sharjeel Imam का केस तो open and shut है.
हाँ.
Open and shut केस है. अच्छा, कोई ये क्वेश्चन पूछने को तैयार नहीं है कि भाई शर्जील इमाम को जेल क्यों नहीं होती है अभी तक? 5 साल हो गए, 5 साल हो गए, ये हो गया, वो हो गया, ऐसा हो गया, वैसा हो गया. सब लोग बोल रहे हैं भाई शर्जील इमाम को तो अभी तक चार्ज कर देना चाहिए था ना. कभी अपनी देश में लोग ये क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते हैं कि ये चीजें क्यों होती हैं. और फिर कभी अपने देश में लोग ये क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते हैं जब स्टेट को किसी की डिंग डोंग करनी होती है तो डिंग डोंग भी हो जाती है.
Then there's one idiot piece. Oh, you know, the defense asked postponement of this thing for 7 out of 14 times. Postponement of bail hearing. What about the remaining 7 times when the state asked for postponement? Why is the trial not yet started?
WhatsApp check कर अभिजीत, मैंने तुझे कुछ मैसेज लिखा है.
The trial, it is too long. But Sharjeel Imam, you have him on video. What is your problem in goddamn starting the trial? That itself is prima facie this thing.
कुछ बोलना नहीं. इसके लिए हो रहा है और कुछ नहीं है. इसके लिए हो रहा है और कुछ नहीं है. मजे करते जा, मजे करते जा.
Okay,
तू समझेगा, मैं समझूंगा, आधी दुनिया नहीं समझेगी. मजे करो, मजे करो.
But understand something very clearly. What is used against them today will be used against you tomorrow.
That scares me the most, yaar. That scares me the most.
The shit out of me. And should scare the shit. देख भाई, हमारा फिर भी ना, we have people to call. You chaps have nobody to call.
और
अरे इतना सब होने के बाद भी भैंचोद लोग समझते नहीं है. इतना पहचान के बाद भी अभिजीत जेल गया था, लोग भूलते नहीं है ये.
और भाई राहुल गांधी तो ओपनली धमकी देता है ना कि सबको
मैं तो गारंटीड जेल जाऊंगा. मैं तो गारंटीड जेल जाऊंगा. मैं तो अभी सही बोल रहा हूं.
मैं तो अभी से तैयार बैठा हूँ.
जेल के खाने की सिमुलेशन रन कर रहा हूं मैं.
देखो, अगर सरकार बदला ना, I will claim Brahmin persecution and apply for asylum.
People don't realize कि ये क्या हो रहा है. मतलब कुछ जैसे भैंचोद मेरे को शर्जील इमाम से प्यार है, भोसड़ी वाला से.
शर्जील इमाम violated the free speech barometer even by American standards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The American standard is the Brandenburg judgment, which is you cannot make a specific threat against a specific target.
Yeah.
He did. Chakka Jam of the Northeast is a specific threat against a specific target.
Yeah.
Open and shut case, bro. It can't take you 5 years to bring that to a trial. You don't even need a long charge sheet for that. A 1-page charge sheet is enough to send him to jail on it. Not even under Indian law, even under American law, where they have obscene free speech. Umar Khalid is different. From what I've seen, he's guilty as hell. The case is being botched. And all of this is cover fire for the case being botched. अब देखते हैं क्या होता है.
अरे ये लोग को रियलाइज नहीं हो रहा है. समझ ले कांग्रेस पावर में आई और कांग्रेस ने, लोग भूल गए हैं, साध्वी प्रज्ञा, कर्नल पुरोहित, लोग भूल गए ये सेम लॉज थे. सेम लॉज में उनको डाला गया.
And they were beaten and tortured under those laws.
वो बेचारी औरत को कैंसर हो गया जेल में. कैंसर हुआ उस औरत को, वो टॉर्चर हुई.
Let's talk about nicer things. Meme review शुरू करो.
अभिजीत बोलता भैंचोद मेरे को जेल नहीं जाना.
मैं भाग जाएंगी.
तैयार है.
I will either claim I'm a Bangladeshi or I'll claim I'm Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
No, I'm Ukrainian. That's why I have hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Casualty of the
I
war.
want the
तो मेरे को
audience to
देना ही
see
पड़ेगा.
my blonde hair here. Can you see this?
कहाँ है hair?
कौन से blonde hair है तेरे?
अबे कौन
This
सा
is
hair?
blonde. Can't you see? This color is not black.
अबे कौन सा hair?
Haramzade, that is my hair.
कहाँ?
And see, I want you to see that I have blue eyes.
अच्छा ये कलर ब्लाइंड है लगता है कैमरा इसलिए पूरा ब्लैक दिखा रहा है.
Haramzade, तूने goggles लगा के रखे हैं.
Goggles.
So I am actually, you see, I am a Brahmin Ukrainian invader.
Oh my god. हाँ.
And my ancestors came to civilize your ancestors, especially this Kushal Mehra's ancestors, Blackies. And, you know, teach them how to speak, how to read, how to
Yeah.
write, how to eat, and things like that.
Well, when Kushal's other tribesmen were driven into Tamil Nadu, how come Kushal remained in Punjab?
Oh, they were taken as slaves.
Acha, I see.
Yeah. And on the other side, I'm Bangladeshi. No, we're from Dhaka.
Ukrainian Bangladeshi mix है ये. This is the ultimate combo.
You know, I'm actually, you know, I'm not Indian. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not Indian, bro. I'm Ukrainian Bangladeshi.
So, you
I
know,
don't know which is worse. Yeah.
I feel Ukrainian and Bangladeshi.
सही बात है. चलो
चलो,
play
meme
करते हैं. ठीक है.
Trump might have lost it after seeing the visuals.
Scenes
क्या
from
देखा है
SCO summit China. Trump in the war.
ओ बिल्लो तेरी अख कतल करे लख कतल जदों मूव करे करे लख कतल असला भी लोड करे टाले जा छड़ अखा नाल कर तू बस बिल्लो तेरी अख कतल करे लख कतल जदों मूव करे लख कतल असला भी लोड करे टाले जा छड़ अखा नाल करने तू बस 47 है वेट 47 हमारे कले मुझे पट्टे जियां सुल्फा.
Jackie Shroff as Xi Jinping is my favorite. Sanjay
Bring
Dutt.
that photo up again of the three of them together.
ये वो अमित शाह वाला पोस्ट दे दिया है मोदी ने बिल्कुल.
No, but he's basically asking Xi Jinping, Pakistan तेरे पैंट में घुसा है क्या?
पाकिस्तान पे लौड़े पे.
बहुत अच्छे मीम थे वो. शहबाज शरीफ के कितने सारे
सब निकाले मैंने अभी प्ले करना. सब निकाले मैंने.
शहबाज शरीफ कौम के फखर है ये.
कौम के फखर है ये बेस्ट मीम है. आई थिंक ये कौम के फखर विनर हो सकता है पोटेंशियली इन माय ओपिनियन.
ये पहले तो ये देखते हैं. चलो.
मुझे बोला 50% टैरिफ लगा दूंगा. उसे बोलो 100% लगा दे. इससे ज्यादा क्या करेगा वो. कहीं हम तीनों को आपस में मिलाने का क्रेडिट ना ले ले डोनाल्ड टैरिफ. उस तरफ मत देखना. एक भिखारी कटोरा लेकर खड़ा है.
शक्ल भी ऐसी बना रखी है ना साले ने. शक्ल भी कटोरे जैसी बना रखी है बिल्कुल की. सर एक बार
ऐसी एक्सप्रेशन ये लड़ू.
Just talking to the press corps out there in Beijing, हमारे folks who went, and apparently it's true. Shehbaz was completely cold-shouldered by the Chinese.
By the Chinese also.
By the Chinese.
Oh fuck.
They're very pissed off at Asim Munir sucking up to America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's poor Shehbaz who's had to pick up the price of what Asim Munir has done.
दोनों कौम के फकर हैं.
Yeah.
दोनों कौम के फकर हैं.
So sad, no?
ये फोटो देखो. वो बोला 50%, ये बोला घंटा.
यार ले ले 50%.
आई थिंक अमेरिकन्स कितने फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होंगे इस समय इंडिया के साथ.
प्रॉब्लम ये भी है ना कि साले इंडियंस को अंग्रेजी बोलनी आती भी है तो साले ट्विटर पे जाके जवाब भी दे देते हैं. अरे ये तो मेरा ही डाल Vladimir Pandey getting rich off the sale of Russian oil. Pandey ji. At least somebody is getting rich off the sale of Russian oil.
Oh, look, Mahua Moitra copied my tweet word for word.
Hey, which tweet?
The Umar Khalid's tweet.
Hey,
Let me
shabash.
phrase it. So proud that revered parliamentarian, revered New York Times columnist, and internationally renowned parliamentarian and Sakshat Durga, Sakshat Kali, Honorable
ये दोबारा अरेस्ट होना चाहता है आदमी.
Mahua Moitra ji has copied my tweet verbatim.
मीम दिखाओ मीम.
चलो चलो मीम शुरू करो. मैं
ट्रम्प टू शाबाश शरीफ.
बताना तो क्या
क्या हो रहा है?
अरे भैंचोद,
क्या हो रहा है?
अरे
क्या बेइज्जती हो रही है मेरी इधर? भैंचोद, फोन करना बंद करो मेरे को.
अरे
मैं भेज दिया,
यार
मेरे को सब लोग बेइज्जत कर रहे हैं.
ऐसे नहीं करने का यार,
यार
ऐसे
बहुत एक तो उसकी शक्ल ऐसी चोमू जैसी है, इधर चोमू जैसी शक्ल बना के खड़ा है, तो मीम नहीं बनाएंगे तो क्या करेंगे लोग यार?
नहीं। अरे यार ये रिफ्रेश करना पड़ेगा. ये भैंचो कई बार है ना, वीडियो पता नहीं क्यों नहीं चलता है वो.
हाँ, ये मैंने भी देखा है, ट्विटर पे होता है, रैंडमली अचानक से वीडियो प्ले नहीं होगा.
हाँ.
अच्छा, ये नया सितंबर का फॉरेन पॉलिसी, इंडियन फॉरेन पॉलिसी लोड हुआ है.
How you doing? Never forget about that. 'Cause that's all we got. Afternoon, my octoroon. Come on, bring it in there. Tuck that. I'm in the dog. Come on, there he is. Boom. All right, man. Good to meet you. Here we go.
It literally was that. बेचारा उधर खड़ा था कि कोई तो हाथ मिला ले.
So sad.
अरे
By the way, did
यार.
anyone tweet out images of them with Shehbaz Sharif?
The what?
Shehbaz Sharif. Did anyone tweet out videos of them?
ये है ना ये.
अरे ये सर जूस.
So mean.
पंजाबी ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੰਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ.
मतलब मैं बता रहा हूँ, इतनी परफेक्ट ये मीम क्यों फिट होता है? ऐसी शक्ल ही बना रखी है इसने, ऐसे खड़ा है कोने में.
तो कौन बोला था इस चूतिया को ऐसे करने को?
Look at the body language in this tweet.
Yeah, exactly.
ठीक है, and then look at the body language in this tweet.
कौम के फखर.
कौम के फकर है ये.
No impromptu side meetings. Did you see that power walk where Xi Jinping, Modi and Putin were walking down the aisle together gossiping?
Yeah.
None of that.
Oh
Look at
my
this.
God.
I'm sorry. This is the best. This is the best.
It's actually the best.
This is so apt for
इतना
Pakistan.
परफेक्ट क्यों है यार? Why is it so perfect?
It is so well made, man. It is so well made.
Why is it so perfect? उसकी
और ये
एक्सप्रेशन.
patchwork है ना, इधर और इधर.
वो पैचवर्क नहीं है, वो सुसु का स्टेन है.
नहीं, वो रफू किया हुआ है, पैच लगाया है दूसरे कपड़े का.
Oh fuck.
It looks like a susu stain.
यार ये जिसने भी एडिट किया है ना
जिसने
ये
भी किया
इमेज,
यार.
उसको 5 लाख तोपों की सलाम.
Yeah, hats off यार.
आज का हिलाले पाकिस्तान तो इसी को
Perfect.
देना चाहिए.
Yeah.
@Indian
नहीं, आपका कौम का फकर, कौम का
007.
फकर. Yeah.
ये है कौम का फखर.
ये है कौम का फकर.
ये है कौम का फकर.
Yeah. ये असली कौम का फकर.
मतलब भाई क्या एडिटिंग
बनाया
स्किल्स
यार.
है.
एकदम
अनबिलीवेबल
परफेक्ट
एडिटिंग.
एक्सप्रेशन, परफेक्ट बॉडी लैंग्वेज, सब कुछ एकदम परफेक्ट.
This is I object. In a district collector's office, the dafedars are the nicest people you'll meet. This is an insult to all dafedars. I think the dafedar union should sue whoever made this.
क्या यार ये बंदा
एक्सप्रेशन क्यों मैच हो रही है इतनी?
हर चीज में इसकी एक्सप्रेशन मैच हो रही है यार.
एकदम एक्सप्रेशन परफेक्ट है. तो परफेक्ट है.
Very bad.
हर एक सिचुएशन के लिए इसकी एक्सप्रेशन परफेक्ट है यार. कटोरा शरीफ.
I was the translator and this is the real conversation. देखो conversation. हमने
What is
पानी
that
बंद
smell?
किया है
What is
इसलिए
that?
ये भिखमंगा शरीफ नहा के नहीं आया है. What is this smell? What is up?
इसलिए ये बिग मंगा. क्या शक्ल बनाई है यार. मतलब द एंटायर उसकी शक्ल इज द नेशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान इन वन फ्रेम.
That is the issue. वो कैसा शक्ल यार, उसको थोड़ी सी तो ये होनी चाहिए कि कैमरा देख रहे थे.
अच्छा घर वापस जाके स्पीच दिया इसने. देखो
So this is how PM Shehbaz Sharif roared at the SCO summit. Huh?
या
Look at him, awesome.
मुझे तो नान खटाई खानी है. मैं नान खटाई ही खाऊंगा, कुछ नहीं देखना. मुझे तो गर्मा गर्म नान खटाई ही खानी है.
दोबारा प्लीज.
Public demand.
मुझे तो नान खटाई ही खानी है. मैं नान खटाई ही खाऊंगा, कुछ नहीं देखना. मुझे तो गर्मा गर्म नान खटाई ही खानी है.
मेरे को नान खटाई खानी.
It actually sounds like something he would say, by the way.
वो तो है ही चुते होता है. सही है.
Apparently, he's a very nice guy. Very affable.
Who gives a fuck?
ले आ गए. ये आ गए देखो.
फखर है ये. कौम के फखर है. कौम के फखर है.
सलूट भी दे रहा है कौम का फकर.
Oh, such fuckers.
मेरे को नान खटाई खानी है. कौम का फकर.
नान खटाई है और एक ये बैचो कौम का फकर है.
कौम का फकर है, नान खटाई.
हाय, हाय.
और ये
सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ कौम का फकर फॉर द लाइव इवेंट.
जूम कर सकते हैं क्या?
सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ऑनर सितारा ए कौम ऑफ फकर. दिस अवार्ड इज बीइंग प्रेजेंटेड टू शेख फखरुद्दीन बेगम फकरिया फॉर फकिंग द वाइट्स ऑफ द कौम विद योर मीम्स. शेख शमशुद्दीन अल शर्मा संभोग भाईजान. फील्ड मार्शल कलवा मेहरा मुनीर शिकारी चिका बेगम अभिजीतुन्निसा अल अयंगर मोइत्रा.
अबे ये मेरे को भेज, ये इस पे भेज डीएम पे, ट्विटर डीएम पे.
हाँ ये भेजो. इसमें हम लिख के I'm gonna write the winner's name on this and I'm gonna post it on my Twitter. ये Twitter पे और YouTube दोनों पे जाएगा as the award for the winner. तो who is the winner according to you?
मुझे कोलैब करना इंस्टा पे. मुझे कोलैब करना.
Who is the winner? Who is the
winner है
for this week?
विनर है मन छेड़ा.
मनछेड़ा is the कौम का फकर of the week. तो उसके लिए ये अवार्ड बनाया जाएगा.
शेख फखरुद्दीन बेगम फकरिया फॉर फकिंग द वाइट्स ऑफ द कौम विद.
और तीनों के नाम पढ़ना दोबारा. तीनों के नाम क्या है?
शेख शमशुद्दीन अल शर्मा संभोग भाईजान.
संभोग भाईजान.
फील्ड मार्शल कलवा मेहरा मुनीर शिकारी चीचा बेगम अभिजीतुन्निसा अल अयंगर मोइत्रा होमकाला.
अयंगर मोइत्रा भी डाल दिया. Fantastic, yaar. Fantastic.
yaar,
I'm going to fill up this certificate and I'm going to share it on social media. Congratulations to the Com Ka Fakar of the week. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's take some questions. I'm so happy. This community is so great, यार. क्या meme बना के भेजते हैं, क्या certificate बना के भेजते हैं ये लोग. Okay. नीचे से लेते हैं, आप ऊपर से ले ले. What is this?
Oh, ये देख, ये इसने रिप्लाई किया है ट्वीट का कि अग्नि 26 का भी मीम देखो, मैं भेज रहा हूँ, ये लो.
Okay.
हाँ, भेज दिया.
जेठालाल अय्यर with बबीता. भोसड़ पिलर्स बीजेपी इंडियंस.
ये भोसड़ पिलर वाला अच्छा है.
Bro.
ये भोसड़ पिलर वाला अच्छा है.
ये भोसड़ पिलर वाला बहुत अच्छा है.
बहुत अच्छा है. This is how they need to be dealt with. ये बहुत अच्छा है. Are NRIs at risk? Musk's migrant talk might mix them up with bad apples. Many folks might not tell apart legit NRIs from the troublemakers. I think as far as like the base, the hardcore mega base is concerned, I don't think they're interested in making a distinction. तो उनको समझाने से फायदा क्या? उनको इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है डिस्टिंक्शन में. आपको अपना काम करना है कि आप कल्टिवेट करो ऐसे लीडर्स जो आपके लिए एटलीस्ट खड़े हो सके जब जरूरत पड़े. वो आपने किया ही नहीं है. Hook, line and sinker, you've gotten in bed either in the cities. The Indians have gotten in bed with the leftists who in any case hate the Indians. They think if we act like the good leftists, we'll be spared, but you will not be spared. And hardcore MAGA mein to fir they don't discriminate between any migrants and illegal migrants. Unme koi difference nahi hai for them, for those people. If they're brown, get them out. So
I'm just wondering how everybody will then turn once this situation resolves. Then we'll go back to loving Trump, na? I'm waiting for all.
Who knows? Because the thing is, yahan pe, like Trump's popularity has really tanked in the US very quickly. And I don't know.
Remember, it tanked not because of India. It tanked starting with the Epstein, this thing.
Yeah.
I think he's done a lot of this just to divert away from Epstein.
Right.
And the fact that inflation is going up.
Right. Frankly, it started because of that. Because of the bond markets started spiraling. और वहां से उसका शुरू हुआ था. Once all these tariffs were announced and the bond market started crashing, वहां से उसका people kind of started losing faith. And then this Epstein thing happened, which became a huge scandal. And now all these tariffs are coming home to roost. So I don't know how he's going to be able to resolve the situation. It's quite a challenge in front of him.
Look,
and it seems like even Musk is not on the Trump train, at least as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And so look, I think it's very, one of the things we're taught in nuclear escalation is you never escalate without having a de-escalation plan.
Right.
I'm yet to see this man's de-escalation plan.
Right.
See, we haven't escalated at all. We haven't been trash talking. The government hasn't been trash talking.
Right.
Twitter, actually, sure. Members of parliament, sure. But the government hasn't been trash talking. How do you... So we have nothing to de-escalate because we haven't escalated.
Right.
I am waiting to see, what kind of... Because remember, the issue now was with Epstein. He had built it up to the point where it was such a huge disappointment. That Attorney General was saying, I'm sitting on the files, they're horrific.
Yeah, they themselves brought it up.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. इसमें कुछ नहीं होगा.
कुशल भाई, ये जयंत भंडारी जैसे NRI X पे इतना हेट स्प्रेड करते हैं अगेंस्ट इंडियंस एंड इंडिया, calling moralless society people in the West by calling
Look, Jayant Bhandari is the new Ashok Swain.
Oh,
Ashok
really?
Swain
अच्छा.
का जब से-
न्यू
remember
नहीं है,
everybody-
सस्ता अशोक स्वेन है. बी मोर एक्यूरेट.
हाँ, क्या?
सस्ता अशोक स्वेन.
हाँ, सस्ता Ashok Swain है.
Hmm.
Realize he can get his follower count up and monetize very well with this thing.
Yeah.
So he's doing what Ashok Swain did. आजकल Ashok Swain की does anyone even remember Ashok Swain anymore?
I honestly, for the longest time, my conspiracy theory was that I believed that was an AI, that he was not a real person.
No, he's a real person.
He used to tweet like AI. He always tweeted like AI. Like uske sare tweets were like AI generated or something.
नहीं, he was a real person.
Acha.
He's a real person. We
Very
denied
much a
him
real person. But
entry back into India.
but
उसका केस
look,
अभी भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चल रहा है.
yeah, but look, my problem with this entire discourse about Indians in Canada is that it is so misinformed that it's unbelievable how misinformed people are on this.
Hmm.
It has been made as if, Indians sitting in India are so powerful that they made all these immigration laws in 21-22 and they somehow, entered the Canadian Parliament, passed the laws, then formed these diploma mills, formed the immigration companies, and everybody came from Punjab, Haryana,
Yeah.
primarily Punjab, then Haryana, and then Gujarat to Canada in the last 5 years.
By the way,
all
despite the Indian government warning the Canadian government.
Yes. So clearly, why don't you go back? अरे भाई वापस कैसे जाएं? तुमने बुलाया, वापस जाओ बार वापस जाओ बोलते रहते हो. पढ़ाई करके 70% ड्रॉप हो गया अभी इंडिया से कनाडा आना स्टूडेंट्स का, which will
Really? 70%?
हाँ, कोई नहीं आ रहा है इंडिया से अभी कनाडा. भाई भूल जाओ, कोई नहीं आ रहा है.
कहाँ जा रहे हैं फिर ये स्टूडेंट्स?
And the left hand does not know what the right hand is doing. 2 provinces in Canada are actively going to sue the federal government because ये foreign workers नहीं आ रहे हैं और उनके wages बढ़ रहे हैं. अभी तेरे को क्या लगता है ये businesses क्या करने वाले थे? Will transfer it finally to the consumer because that's how the market works. ये लोगों को जो करना है कर लें. And the unabashed racism that has been peddled. See, there might be mistakes made by every community. और ये ना ये नया एक और नया शगुफा है कनाडा में. Why are there 60,000 Indian permanent residents given? 15,000 Philippine, 11,000 Chinese. अरे मेरे भाई, name one migration pattern where 2 Chinese, ये क्या, एक इडली, एक वड़ा पाव, एक मसाला डोसा, एक सादा डोसा, एक वो. भाई, do you know how human migrations happen? Have you ever read anything in your life?
Right.
जब इटालियंस आए थे तो इटालियंस भर के आए, जब पोल्स आए तो पोल्स भर के आए. माइग्रेशन ही ऐसी होती हैं. अभी तू मेरी फैक्ट्री ले ले, मेरी फैक्ट्री के अंदर यूपी के वर्कर आते थे तो सारे यूपी के नहीं आए. क्यों? तुमने एक ही डिस्ट्रिक्ट का आदमी लिया. अरे भाई, वो एक आदमी आता है, वो अपने परिवार के 15 लोग लाता है, फिर वो अपने एक्सटेंशन लाते हैं. दैट्स हाउ ऑल माइग्रेशंस हैपन. तो अभी अगर इंडियंस आए हैं,
and that is the origin of all the mafia gangs in New York. The Jewish immigrants formed their own little thing where they would try to get their own people all the jobs. The Italians formed their own mafia to get their people their own jobs. The Irish did the same thing. That is how things work. Because if somebody works in a factory, they will try to get as many of their own people there so they can maximize their own family or then their own village, this thing. Because there's safety in numbers also. Remember that. You're in a strange city away from home. You want to be surrounded by your own people. Okay, so it's
I mean, do you know that in the US, the largest ethnic group in the US is not UK stock. The largest ethnic group in the US is Germans, because in the late 1800s to World War II, there was a huge wave of German migration.
And they all settled in the northern states, though, not in the southern states.
Yeah, mostly northern based.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, all of those areas.
All mostly northern based, and that's the biggest ethnic group in the US.
Dutch and German.
Germans specifically is the biggest ethnic group.
Because they had a Dutch president, Martin van Buren, as well.
Roosevelt was also Dutch.
Ah, yeah.
Roosevelt was also Dutch. So
Was he?
there were two Roosevelt presidents, right? Yeah, there were two Roosevelt presidents.
Yeah. FDR and Theodore.
FDR, Theodore, and Martin van Buren. So that's three Dutch stock presidents.
Ah.
Yeah. Overrepresentation.
Eisenhower was German.
Eisenhower was German, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then only one Irish, right? Oh, no. Biden's also Irish.
Is he?
Biden's Irish, yeah.
Kennedy.
Irish
Kennedy
Catholic.
was the Irish guy.
Yeah, Biden and Irish, both Catholics, Irish Catholics.
And one African.
And one African. Yeah, represent Kenya. Abhijit, will Trump's shenanigans end in the middle of next year like it has happened every time with other new presidents' 1.5 years?
Yeah, Dick. You remember what happened with Zelensky? February mein hua tha.
Yeah.
Yeah. By June, July, it had sorted out.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Just chill, bro. ठीक हो जाएगा.
उनको 13 years.
We judge demand share of vodka distillation profits. दो यार,
I support.
सही बात है. Full
I
support.
think I think the genocide against Jats that's happening needs to stop.
Correct.
And Jats need to get their fair share of oil distillation and vodka distillation profits.
Correct. I agree. Full support to Jat Bhai. Jat Bhai बहनों को पूरा support.
Hashtag stop the Jat genocide.
Yes. और क्या है? Hey Abhijit, now that Pakistanis in their own mind are back on the stage, how can India deter them from doing anything ill-advised like Pahalgam again?
Really good question. This is the thing. You remember after Sindoor and when this fellow was desperate and had to promote himself to field marshal.
Right.
Americans have always believed that engagement with Pakistan reduces Pakistan's propensity for terror. That is not India's experience. What we see is the greater the proximity to America, the greater Pakistan's propensity for terror. So if I told you that a terror attack after Operation Sindoor was imminent for this fellow to save his own career, Asim Munir, the probability of that is now much higher because he feels he's got America's backing. They see it as restraint, we see it as encouragement.
So, for the second half of the question, is there anything India can do to prevent Pakistan from doing anything like Pahalgam?
Bro, look, there's no way you can stop a concerted attempt at terror.
Yeah.
You can foil it 99 times, that one time it'll get through.
Yeah.
Okay, no state can stop it. Everybody says, oh, but America managed not to allow another 9/11. Boss, have you seen the number of migrants who have gone there and bloody taken out guns and gone around shooting people at this thing and whatever? Sure, it's not been at the same scale as 9/11, but the shootings?
Yeah, but the shootings are like it's daily, essentially. Yeah.
And look, a lot of them are now trans shootings.
It's like six. Yeah.
This latest one in Minneapolis was by a trans person.
Yeah.
Also, look at the number of Afghan, Syrian, whatever guys going around shooting, killing people there in the name of Islam.
Did you read about the case in Montreal? Montreal में या Surrey में जिधर वो बस के अंदर जाके उसने पूछा किसी को कि क्या तुम मुसलमान हो, उसने ना बोला, उसने उसका थ्रोट स्लिट किया.
Really?
बाहर, ये लास्ट ईयर का केस है, अभी वीडियो बाहर आया है. और फिर बाहर जाके उसने एक और के साथ ये किया. ये कनाडा में हुआ भाई.
Now, these are lone wolf. What we face in India is concerted, deliberate, and with a contiguous land border with so many countries. Nepal has a SARC visa exemption agreement with Pakistan and things like that. Very tough. You can't stop it.
Yeah. This is interesting. I don't know if this is true. Harley Davidson is losing to Royal Enfield in USA. Same with John Deere losing to Mahindra among small farmers. You should look at the ROXOR and Mahindra tractors.
I
Is
did
this
not know
true?
that.
I don't know if this is true.
It's possibly.
That's wild. I knew
Let me
that
just-
Royal Enfields are becoming popular. At least in like Europe, I've seen that they are, decently popular. But I didn't know they
Listen,
were popular in the US.
He's right. He's right. Royal Enfield is experiencing strong sales growth in USA and Canada,
No
with
fucking
sales
way.
nearly doubling between fiscal years March 22 and March 23.
No fucking way.
Oh, yes.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let me see
Maybe it's
some-
time to get on Royal Enfield.
Royal Enfield experienced significant growth in the US in 2024, with sales increasing by 11.6% compared to
Wow.
2020. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. He's right.
क्या बात है यार?
है ना?
15% increase from the previous year. Wow, they've sold like 500,000 units or something. Especially the Royal Enfield 650 Cruiser. Yeah, in the first half of 2025, Royal Enfield hit a global sales record, increasing 17% from the previous year. So nearly 20% growth from the previous year is pretty crazy, yeah. क्या बात है यार? Let's fucking do it, man. Royal Enfield, well done.
है ना?
Okay.
Oh, there's a question in Tamil for me. Yay! Take the Tamil question.
Do you know how to read Tamil?
Yeah, slowly, very slowly.
Very slowly.
Etinai liter oil சொல்லியாச்சு இன்னைக்கு. How many liters of oil did you say today? That was 2 liters.
You
One
should
liter.
reply in Tamil
Can you
also.
answer in Tamil?
2 liter பா 2 liter.
2 liter.
1 liter கடுகு எண்ணெய், 1 liter நம்ம இது என்ன கடலை எண்ணெய்.
Shabash. Abhijit says she is the Brezhnev of PRC, but never talks about Brezhnev. Was he a good leader according to surveys? He's the most popular leader in Russia and view his reign as that of stability.
He was
What
stable
about
because
Xi?
he never took decisions. He used to vacillate a lot. For the last 5 years of his reign, he was practically comatose, with other people taking the decision. You know, he never took the decision to invade Afghanistan.
Oh.
It was, he signed it when he was completely, he didn't even know what he was signing. Now, they saw, remember, Khrushchev was the one who got a great name because he reversed all the extremes of Stalin. The problem was Khrushchev went slightly overboard and they removed him. I think people have forgotten how bad Brezhnev actually was. Okay. Nothing happened under Brezhnev. That was the thing. Now, he can be popular with the benefit of hindsight, but I remember in the 80s, there was nothing very popular about him. Huh?
So do you stand by that comparison of Brezhnev to Xi Jinping?
100%. 100%.
So do you believe Xi Jinping will also be bad for China?
Xi Jinping is already very bad for China in a different way. My comparison of those two is in terms of economy of overspending and, destroying, bankrupting the economy. But Xi Jinping is so far been fairly status quo on wars. The worse the situation gets, he may not be. I'm waiting for what Afghanistan was to Brezhnev. I'm waiting for Xi Jinping to do something like that while not being comatose on either India, Vietnam, or Taiwan.
I mean, it seems like India would be the obvious choice because it is a direct rival. Crush your direct rival.
Yeah.
और क्या लिखा है ये? What is this? How will we protect our markets and establish decent relations with China? What strategies work best against them?
Boss, listen, stop talking about protection. You need to industrialize. You know, we can keep talking about all this shit just to hide the fact that we refuse to industrialize.
Yeah.
And we glorify unproductive farmers. A, we have to subsidize them. B, then our industry has to face bloody tariffs in order to protect them.
Yeah.
Double whammy. Okay. So, enough is enough. I don't want to pay all this extra tax to protect bloody Tata Mahindra EVs, which aren't very good anyway. Why do I want to pay 18 lakhs for that Tata Nexon, which that same quality in China would be worth less than 1/3?
Right.
Okay. दूसरों को देखना है तो पहले खुद को बुलंद करना पड़ता है.
Right.
That is your strategy.
Yeah, I mean, American car industry is also very protectionist, but at least उनके गाड़ियां तो अच्छी हैं ना यार.
यार उनकी गाड़ियां कहाँ अच्छी हैं? They have massive reliability problems.
Some of them are and some of them aren't. I would say Chevys on average are pretty good. Fords, not
That's
at all.
because Chevy is Korean, bro.
Chevy कब से Korean हो गया बे?
You didn't know that?
What?
Yeah, Chevy is owned by the Koreans.
What? Oh my God, that's like a classic American brand. यार क्या बात कर रहा है?
Huh.
It's owned by the Koreans?
Yeah, the last I checked it was. Wait, let me.
I thought it was owned by GMC.
Is it?
Yeah, of course.
For a while, it was owned by the Korean. They had bought it in between, no?
They might be manufacturing somewhere outside of the US, obviously.
Acha, no, you're right. It's General Motors. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, GMC owns GMC, Chevy, and Buick. Those three are GMC brands.
Huh. And they're reliable.
Chevy is reliable. GMC not so much. Buick is okay. Ford has a lot of problems. A lot of other American brands, I would agree with you, have problems. Chevy is generally considered, you can beat that car up a little bit.
Chevy used to be very prominent in the Indian market. And then they just disappeared.
Which Chevy cars were popular in India?
The Cruze, the Captiva. The Captiva was once all over. It was the SUV that looked like the Honda CRV, remember?
Yeah. Chevy Cruze, I remember. I remember seeing those cars.
And और क्या थे? ये होते थे, हाँ. So those used to be quite this thing, huh?
I wonder why Ford never really made an impact in India.
Ford was once the market leader. Do you know that? Ford EcoSport once controlled the small SUV market.
In India?
They destroyed themselves.
How?
Ford EcoSport had outsold every single small SUV, period.
How did they destroy themselves?
They never updated the product.
This fucking Tesla problem.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, Tesla's latest model is now what? 6 years old already? I don't know when they're going to put out another Tesla car. Yeah.
And the Chevy Cruze
that?
was the other one that was extremely the Chevy SUV, and the Chevy Cruze was once a very popular sedan here.
Yeah. Okay, let's take this one. How can we make a think tank outside of India which can actually show our image that we are paying taxes, doing better business, obeying laws, to basically represent India better?
Why would you want to do that? Look, I think every sane fellow knows what Indians do abroad. You're catering to a fringe which doesn't want to listen. Why do you want to cater to a fringe that doesn't want to listen? That's the last thing. See, you never throw good money after bad.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
You know what I find interesting? There used to be all these complaints always that why doesn't India launch its own sort of media service that can be like the BBC or something like that. And I feel like obviously the government is not going to do it, but it seems like that is what NDTV is trying to do. At least it looks that way. Like the way they've been hoarding talent over the last few months.
Let's see. I think the issue tends to be that the Indian market itself is so lucrative and the foreign market is a niche that's very hard to crack. Tough.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. और क्या सवाल है? Let's take one or two more and then we'll leave. Okay, what's this? Abhijit finally gonna have the Shinkansen in India, but from an infrastructure standpoint, will we be able to maintain it?
Boss, do you know what the average speed of Vande Bharat was? Yes.
80 kilometers per hour?
72.
Okay. Not that far off.
So it's all the gutka khores, you will see वो Shinkansen पे थू करके लगेगा.
हो जाएगा. इनको पीटना चाहिए यार. मैं तो बता रहा हूँ ना, इनको 2 डंडा मारो, 5,000 रुपए का फाइन लगाओ. साला क्या तकलीफ है?
You start with roads. Ensure maximum punishment for road infractions. Have cameras in fucking put cameras in the bloody bathrooms of trains.
Yeah.
And every infraction should get a 10,000 rupee fine. जब तक वो नहीं करोगे, and have cameras on the outside of trains to capture the face of whoever is doing it. Go there, put attempt to murder and terrorism charges there, and they should never see the light of day after that. Throw them into a fucking hole. If they throw stones. Remember they were throwing stones at Vande Bharat and trying to derail it and shit like that?
Yep.
Today, how much does a camera cost? Like next to nothing.
Yeah.
You put it up and start charging people for destruction of property. Seize their family homes, throw them out on the fucking street.
Yeah. So let's take this as the last one. Abhijit, Navarro said a thing which people missed. He accused that we don't pull our weight in terms of military, and instead we're profiteering on American forces. Should we invest in force projection outside IOR? How are we profiteering on American forces?
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, exactly.
When has India ever really used American forces for help? Do you remember any instance? I don't know any instances.
No.
You all forgot the Travera. Travera also I remember, yes. Remember the Travera? Chevy Travera?
No. Let me check.
I think कोई Traverse का भंगार model था basically जो ये India में बेच रहे थे.
I remember the best-selling model was this Daewoo small thing that they used to sell. It used to be a Daewoo type car because Daewoo was selling the same thing. Oh my God, what an ugly thing! Yes. Okay.
You know, it's an Isuzu. It used to be an Isuzu, जिसको ये लोग Chevy Travera के नाम से इंडिया में बेच रहे थे.
So that's why I thought it was Korean, because that small car was a Korean car.
हाँ. So it is quite possible that ये Isuzu पे अपना brand चिपका दे रहे थे and they were selling it as an American car in India.
वही होगा. Yeah. Hello guys, अभी रशियन तेल बेचकर रोल्स रॉयस खरीद ली. पीटर नवारो को ड्राइवर भी रख लिया. ब्राह्मण के पास पहली बार इतना पैसा आया है. इतने पैसे का करते क्या हो? सजेशन. अक्षय $420 420ization.
पीटर नवारो को ड्राइवर भी रख लिया.
Diabol del Fuego says, fully expect Peter Navarro to dance with Periyar and Stalin's photo like that African bride. वो सब ठीक है ब्राह्मणे इनो N244 आस वो सब ठीक है ब्राह्मणे भाई प्लीज एक बार गुलाटी मार के दिखाओ ना मेरे ख्वाहिश है प्लीज 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 गुलाटी क्या होता है
Gulati is somersault.
हाँ बे
We've been asking you for like 6 months at this point. Gulati mar, Gulati mar, Gulati mar.
Have you undergraduate 2451 have you just read the news that France ordered the hospitals to prepare themselves to treat foreign NATO country soldiers by March 26? No, I have not read that. Bikram Pratap news मुझे तो लगता है ट्रम्प चाइना के हाथों बिक चुका है वे जो भी कर रहा है फायदा तो चाइना का ही हो रहा है हाँ I agree. If we import American chicken, does the food safety regulation apply based on American consumer laws or Indian laws? Indian laws. Indian laws. Very strict Indian laws. It's always the importing countries' laws that have to be followed. Then Chacha abhi bhi apprentice character mode mein hai. US pays India for all goods and services with dollars that they are printing increasingly. So how does that cause a deficit, or is this too? How does that cause a deficit? That doesn't cause a deficit, bro. Inflation is done in order to cheapen the cost of the loan and cheapen the cost of servicing the loan. So inflation is a known and tried tactic of getting rid of debt. Why don't we give back saying, all right, if you raise tariff to 50%, so will we. But what do we get from them to raise it, bhai?
Yeah.
हम इंपोर्ट क्या करते हैं उधर से
कुछ लाते ही नहीं है तो रेस किस पे करेंगे
हाँ what do you think about Zelensky's statement on Modi? What statement did he make on Modi? I don't know.
He was just praising Modi that that we appreciate his efforts in peace and all that.
Acha, how do you do it? Ask Kushal, why do I like Titwala more though I live in Mooland? I don't know.
मुलुंड में रहता है वो
मुलुंड में रहता है but he is a Titwala.
Titwala South Bombay, मुलुंड western suburb है, central suburb है actually.
Surit Chakravarti 9337, are you getting for Trump divorced from Trump aim? No, boss. Look, I believe you use people and then dump them in international relations. Full stop.
Yeah.
As long as we served our interests, very good. If you have to find somebody else, find somebody else.
This is the greatest question that anybody why doesn't Modi just pick up the call, just say baat chudane and cut the call?
Exactly what not to do.
Hello Modi.
Okay. So the next question is actually really scary. Abhi V9B7M. What if our LO was PM with this kind of pressure, boss? You don't even want to think about it, bro.
But yeah, then Rajasthan would belong to the US officially at that point. Yeah.
Tushar Vashish 2286. Blonde hair nahi hai, bund hair hai, aim.
Bund hair.
चलता है मेरे से.
चलता है मेरे से.
यार मित्रा को साबुन गिराने में दिक्कत है. ये जेल की बात कर रहे हैं. If you know what I mean.
Oh my God.
गंदे विचार हैं. ब्राह्मण के साथ ऐसे
विचार हैं. मम्मी पापा देखेंगे तो क्या बोलेंगे?
मैं उच्च स्तरीय ब्राह्मण हूँ. कितना गंदा लड़का है ये सैनी. मेरे एक उच्च स्तरीय ब्राह्मण के साथ ऐसे बात करना. You should refer to me as Sharma Maharaj ji.
अच्छा, Sharma Maharaj ji. Shabash.
Next. If Pak went nuclear, what point does India's second strike occur? Immediately. Immediately. Okay. When the warhead is being loaded, or does the nuke have to hit? We have one. See, there is something very curious that happened. Vajpayee had once said very emphatically that our thing was launch on warning, not launch on reception.
Oh.
I have tried to search for that news article. It has been scrubbed from all the archives. I have not been able to find it at all. He said at a speech he made, what do you think? We're going to wait for our cities to get destroyed The moment we see preparations happening, we will destroy their cities. That has been scrubbed. You cannot find it on the internet anymore. And I remember this very, very clearly. Officially, our position is we will launch on receipt. That is, the moment they land on Indian cities, we will launch. But I think the real doctrine is we will launch on warning. Okay. So that was Kishan Thakkar. Then desktop Dublini. Why didn't Modi praise Trump for stopping the war? Because he didn't stop the war.
Yeah.
Trump deserves a Nobel, but no one cares. Good that he saved Pakistani lives while India wanted to crush their army. Yes. That's why they've nominated him. No, it's not our job.
इसीलिए तो कर दिया ना.
In what ways do you think that Bharat should boycott Pak? We are already boycotting Pak. Should we do what West is doing to Russia? Yes. That's what our whole campaign
100%.
against BCCI and cricket, this Asia Cup is.
चल भाई तू क्या हर एक पढ़ रहा है, नहीं तो मैं जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को I have to start going on the road now.
चलो निकलते हैं. ठीक है, we'll call it a day. But congratulations to the Com Ka Fakar winner. I'm going to post that certificate with the name of the winner on our social media. I'll tag Abhijit and Kushal as well, so they can share it.
And before I go, देखो अभी मैंने शाम को गाली खा ली है, कल अभिजीत को गाली देना, उमर खालिद और उसके लिए कल उसकी
मेरे को भी गाली दे रहे हैं,
सबको गाली दे
रहे हैं. मैं तो मजा आ रहा है, मैं तो लोगों के साथ मैं मस्ती मजाक बैक एंड फोर्थ कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को बहुत मजा आ रहा है. आई एम थॉरली एंजॉयिंग इट.
टाइम पास आदमी हो यार आप. ट्विटर पे जाके लड़ाई भी करते हैं. सबसे टाइम पास आदमी तो ये है कि ट्विटर पे जाके लड़ाई भी करते हैं लोगों से.
मेरे को अभी सुसु आ रही है, मेरे को जाके सुसु करना है.
सुसु आ रही है.
चलो टाटा बाय बाय.
टाटा बाय बाय.